has drafted an executive order that would put severe restrictions on drugs from China in the name of national security. This comes as U.S. pharma companies have been increasingly reliant on China buying rights to experimental drugs created there for everything from cancer to obesity and heart disease. For more on all of this, let's bring in Holz, the healthcare equity strategist at Mizuho. Jared, great to see you.
Thanks so much, Melissa. Appreciate it.
This has been a major source of deals so far this year. In the first half, 38% of all licensing deals involved drugs from China. It was seen as a way for big pharma to plug their holes that were created by patent cliffs. What happens if this EO comes to fruition?
So difficult to say. I mean, yes, to your point, China's become such a larger piece of the puzzle as far as biotech and pharma is concerned, with all of the patent issues and drug pricing. I would highly doubt that this executive order is going to be able to result or will result in an immediate restriction, but it's definitely something to keep an eye out on. I mean, the amount of drug development going over there is fascinating, and obviously pharma has taken notice and has done a boatload of deals in the space there.
But there's some who are in favor, obviously, of this executive order or an action like this. And one argument is that this could help the U.S. biotech sector, which is de facto competing with the Chinese biotech sector. Dollars go there. They don't go into upstarts here in our own country. Do you see that happening at all, that there is this sort of implicit, dollars going to China, not going here?
I would highly doubt it. I understand the angst. The sector's been so difficult even before China became more of an issue from a competitive standpoint. But it's a free economy, obviously. Biotech and pharma drug development is global. It's not just the U.S. So I get it. I understand it. But to think that the U.S. government is going to be able to either cut China off or disallow companies from, creating business ventures with assets or entities over there seems very unlikely.
Jared, I wonder how you think about, or how your clients think about, just the general investment proposition from big old pharma. I mean, you look at Pfizer, Merck, Bristol Myers, they're trading at 7 to 9 times earnings at these really fat dividend yields, basically priced for zero or negative growth down the road. And it seems like they're getting hemmed in, right? We're cutting back on basic research funding and all the rest of it. So I guess, is there a bull case you're hearing out there?
I think you kind of nailed it. I mean, they're impacted in a negative way on pretty much both sides of the equation. So you've got drug pricing over the near term, and then you've got patent exclusivity and loss of those patents over the longer term. And you're basically just trying to account for the middle. The next few years, you're running these businesses over a 12, maybe 24-month standpoint with respect to how I think investors look at it. And, Pfizer, Merck, Bristol Myers, those that you mentioned are all struggling. I think most of the companies in this arena are. It's pretty much how do you bridge the gap between now and when you start to see all the degradation on the patent side and the pricing side come into the fray. And so there's just very, very little conviction that anyone can have as to how strategically that's going to work out.